Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are doing well and having an amazing Sunday. So here it is, spring has officially arrived. We are in spring, so happy and just loving it, loving the warmer temperatures. Today the high is 87 degrees. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm so excited. So one of the things I want to do today is I want to get my front porch area ready for spring, to receive spring basically. I need to refresh it. I haven't done a whole lot to it since the winter, so it's definitely time to revisit that space. I want to add some beautiful soft spring-like colors while also incorporating a touch of Easter. Maybe some bunnies, some eggs, all of that good stuff. But anyway, y'all, I am so excited. Let me know in the comments what you guys are planning to do with your front porch area. Are you planning to decorate it for spring, for Easter maybe? Let's chat it up in the comments. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and take a look at that space. And after that, I want to show you guys the items I'm going to be using and just kind of tell you where I got everything from. And I'll be sure to link everything in the description. All right, y'all, so in today's video, we are going to be working on my front porch area. We're going to be cleaning this space and just getting everything nice and ready for spring. I am so excited that it is officially spring, finally. Oh my goodness, and it is so super warm outside today, you guys. It is literally in the 80s here in South Carolina. But anyway, just want to show you guys what the space looks like. First of all, we're dealing with a lot of pollen. There's literally pollen everywhere. Hopefully you guys can see this. I mean, it's just a nice dusting of pollen. It's all on the doors, so we're going to have to give everything a nice thorough cleaning. And I'm also going to be cleaning around the windows in the front area as well, the shutters and everything, since that's a part of the front porch area. And it would just make sense to have that space cleaned too. So yeah, this is the space. You can kind of see, have a couple of things. This little planter stand just kind of threw over. It fell over in the wind. So yeah, haven't touched this space since I took down my Christmas decoration. So there is definitely a lot to be done. So you guys know, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and dive right on in and get started with cleaning off our front porch and refreshing this space and getting it ready for spring. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on in. So something else I want to do is I want to go ahead and actually scrub this concrete area here by the front door. You can see here that as I was walking up towards it, there's like a really, really dark patch that's, I don't know, I guess it's just dirt and grime. And I want to go ahead and just kind of clean that up to just really, really make this area really nice and clean in the front of the house. So I'm going to go ahead and use my little, what do you call it? It's like the little cement scrubber thing that you attach to the pressure washer. I'm going to use that to really, really scrub this concrete area. And I don't know, I might actually take it as far as right here, or maybe even here. But I definitely want to have this entire area nice and clean and just having the concrete look nice and fresh. So that is the plan, you guys. Hopefully we can get everything done today. All right, good people. So to get things started, I'm going to go ahead and just clear off everything off the porch, getting rid of the rug, just moving everything out the way so I can start with a blank slate before I actually start cleaning the space. All right, y'all, so now I'm about to get started with cleaning my door. I'm using actually some vinegar, some white vinegar and some water along with a little bit of Dawn dish detergent mixed. This is my first time trying this mixture on my screen door, and I was pretty impressed. This cleaned the door really, really well, especially the glass. So that was really, really nice to see how well this solution cleaned around my storm door. I even used it on the shutters. You guys will see that in a minute. So I actually sprayed the shutters as well as the porch using this solution. And again, I was pretty impressed with how well it cleaned everything. And once I've actually sprayed the floor, you guys will see that I'll go in with my water hose and just kind of, clean everything off that way as well. But yeah, this was really, really, a really good solution, I guess, to clean your glass storm door and to kind of get that pollen residue off the doors. Also, if you are new to this channel and stopping by for the first time, welcome. My name is Carolina. It is such a great pleasure having you here. And if this is the type of content you enjoy and find interesting, I would love to have you join my family of subscribers. And as always, to my existing subscribers, guys, you know you are always welcome back. So I'm curious, are you guys planning on decorating your front porch for spring, or have you already decorated? If so, let me know what color themes you guys decided to go with. This time around, I wanted to do something a lot softer, something that's more of a blush color, and those are actually the colors that I went with inside my home. You guys might recall my spring/winter decorate with me in the living room area. If you haven't gotten a chance to see that video, I will link it in the description. But yeah, guys, I actually went with sort of a sage green and I used a lot of blush tones, which is exactly what I plan to do on my front porch area. Blush and some soft yellows, a few pastels. So yeah, those are the colors that I think I'm gonna go with this time around. All right, so as you guys could see, I've already cleaned off the porch. I sprayed that solution all over the porch and then I rinsed it off, and I did the exact same thing with the shutters as well. So now that we've gotten the shutters clean, got the porch looking nice and spiffy, the other thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and tackle that walkway area with the concrete. So I think that's where I want to go ahead and try and just kind of focus on next. All right, y'all, so the time is about 7:27, almost 7:30 p.m. Gonna try to get this done. I definitely want to try to just kind of pressure wash my walkway area. That's like one of the biggest thing I definitely want to do, because anytime I do a front porch makeover, I always see that spot, that big old, grimy looking dirty spot on the walkway, and I hate it. So let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and try and get that done. If we're not able to decorate the porch today, we'll pick that up on tomorrow. So let's go ahead and push forward. All right, y'all, so it is the next day after I've cleaned the front porch area. Remember, I cleaned the area on the walkway, just kind of pressure washed that space. And I want to go ahead and just kind of show you all what that space looks like after it's been dried. Unfortunately, because the pollen is still falling, it doesn't look like I touched the front porch. But anyway, we're going to give it a quick wipe down before we start adding our decorations. But let's go ahead and take a look at that space. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and quickly take a look at everything. So one thing I want to point out, you might notice these little dark marks here. This is where I had my water hose overnight. I literally just moved it. So that's why you see that there. But for the most part, you can see where those really dark, grimy dirt areas, they're completely gone. And I absolutely love the way this looks. If you forgot what that looks like, I'll just post the picture up here in the corner just to kind of remind you all. But yeah, I'm so glad this looks so much better. Unfortunately, because the pollen is still falling, it looks like I haven't even touched the front porch area, y'all. Look at that. Oh my goodness, but that's just kind of how it is. But what I am going to do though is I'm going to give this area a quick wipe down right quickly before adding my decor, because y'all, I cannot put anything nice and clean on this dirty surface. But anyway, I absolutely love the way this looks. So I'm going to go ahead now and just kind of show you guys the items I'm going to be using to decorate, and I'll tell you where I got them from. If there is a place where, you know, it doesn't have a website or a link or anything, I'll see if I can't find a similar item to actually link in the description. Okay, but anyway, that's what we're working with. That's what the space looks like at the moment. So loving this concrete walkway now. It looks so much better. So here I go, cleaning off this front porch yet again. Y'all, the pollen literally just dusted this entire space overnight. And the last thing I want to do is decorate it with all these beautiful fresh items, and you know, the porch is dirty. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a quick little mopping, let it dry. And while it's drying, I'm going to go ahead and quickly show you guys the items that I'm going to be using to decorate the space and tell you guys where I purchased them. So y'all let me know if I'm going crazy, but I feel like this black on my porch, the paint color, it literally shows up everything. The dirt, the pollen, I mean, it's like it's on 10. I don't know, y'all. I might have to go back and repaint this porch again. I'm thinking maybe going back with a cream or a lighter color for sure. But y'all let me know in the comments what you think. All right, so here's one of the items that I got. I got this from Lowe's. This is a gorgeous little planter stand. It's like a rattan, and I love the fact that it's the plastic rattan, so then that way it doesn't mold or change color whenever it's out in the weather. So this is perfect. You can see here, I paid $12.99 for this. I actually purchased 2, and I'm going to show you guys how I removed the screws, because I didn't want to place my planter in top of this, because this is wood and this is going to buckle or it's going to mold, and I didn't want that. I want the water to be able to run straight through it with no problems. I guess you could put holes in here, but again, this is wood. So I decided to remove this base here. And I'm going to show you guys what how I've done that, and you can see I've already removed one of the screws here already. But this is gorgeous. This is super cute. This is what it looks like underneath. And again, this came from Burlington. So right quickly, I'm going to show you how I remove the legs and the base from this planter pot. I did this for 2 reasons. Number 1, I didn't want legs on it. And number 2, the base part of it, the wood, is particle wood, so it will rot at the first sign of water. All right, y'all, so the first items that I'm going to be showing you all that I'm going to be using on the front porch are these gorgeous knockout yellow and white roses. Now, I know you're probably wondering, well, why are you going to put a rose bush on the front porch? Because it's going to grow and everything. It's going to get bigger, probably too big for the space. Well, I purposely purchased these particular plants because, number 1, I wanted some yellow roses in my landscapes. And I figured, you know what? This rose bush will be beautiful. It will be perfect to put in a planter pot and keep on my front porch throughout the summer, because I'm going to eventually put these on my patio, because later on this summer, I am going to be doing a patio redesign, just patio makeover, and I'm going to just include and incorporate a lot of beautiful planter pots. And so I figured, you know what, I'm not going to just get a plant just to have it. I want to get something that I know I want to use in my landscape, or maybe use it on my front porch or my patio space. So that's why I got these yellow roses, and I love the soft blush color of them. They're so pretty. They're so gorgeous, you guys. I absolutely love these roses. But like I said, these are knockout roses, and they're easy peasy knockout roses. And y'all, I spray painted them. That's why you see this right here. I painted the pots that they originally came in. You can probably see a little bit under here what color it was, and I'll show you a picture of it. But I figured, you know what, that's such a good thing to do, to actually to beautify your pots. And just especially if you're kind of limited on pots, because y'all, planter pots can be pretty expensive. But I painted these a sage green color, which I think is going to go perfect with my decor. And I'm going to actually put these in a container, and I'll show you guys what that looks like as well. But yeah, so I'm definitely going to be using these gorgeous yellow roses. So in love with these roses, you guys. So that's one of the items, and here's the other one. So over here, I also have these gorgeous ferns, and I got these ferns from Lowe's. And if I failed to mention, the roses also came from Lowe's. They were literally like $25 each. The ferns were actually on sale. They were regular price $16.99, and they were on sale 2 for $20. So I thought that was a really good buy. So I got 2 gorgeous ferns that I want to add to the porch as well. All right, y'all, so I am sitting in the back of my truck just trying to run from the sun because it is so extremely hot. Whew. So anyway, just wanted to kind of show you all some of the items I'm going to be using to decorate my front porch. I found this wreath that I'm going to be using. I bought the wreath from Burlington. Normally I don't use a wreath. I usually like to use like a cute little basket, maybe add some faux plants or whatever. But this wreath, y'all, had all the colors that I wanted for my front porch. And I absolutely love the colors. And you guys, if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm going with the theme that's a lot more softer. So like a lot of soft, pale pastel colors, yellows, greens, blush, definitely the blush. Anyway, let's take a look at this wreath, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to doctor this up to make it, presentable for Easter, basically. So let's take a look. All right, y'all, so here's a look at the wreath. This is so gorgeous. I love the colors, so pretty. So these are definitely the colors that I'm going with. These are a lot of the same colors that are in my living room space in terms of the floral arrangements. So what I'm going to be doing to kind of just doctor this up a little bit, I went to the Dollar Tree and picked up a few of these picks here with the little cute little Easter eggs on them. Y'all, it's a shame. The Dollar Tree prices have gotten ridiculous, okay? Literally $175 for these picks. Anywho, I got like 4 of these picks, and I'm just going to be sticking them all in the wreath. And the really cool thing about this is that once Easter is over, I can continue using this gorgeous wreath and just simply pulling out the picks. Because typically whenever I decorate my front porch, I like to decorate it for spring and summer. So once Easter is over, I'll just remove these and we're still all set for the entire season. So let's go ahead and add these picks right quickly. And I'm literally just gonna stick them in, y'all. So that's basically all it took. I also have a couple of cute little rabbits. Let me go grab those. So here's a look at the cute little rabbit picks here. I'm gonna cut these little tags off of them. And these were also $1.75 from the Dollar Tree. Y'all have to excuse the back of my truck. It is a mess. Ooh. Y'all just ignore the back of my truck. And I'm just going to simply get these, and I want to put one here, like so, and then one here. So that's pretty much how I'm going to do this. I'm probably going to have to trim off the edge of this a little bit to make it smaller, so it doesn't stick out so much, but you guys have the general idea. This is basically what it's going to look like. And the other items I'll show you as I'm decorating the space, and I'll tell you where I purchased them from. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first item I'm going to be decorating with is this beautiful reversible rug. I got this from Burlington for $19.99, and this is another reason why I may decide to paint my porch a solid color, you guys. But anyway, in addition to that, I'm using these gorgeous tall planters that I've had now for about a year. I got these from Lowe's as well. So super cute, and I just absolutely love how the ferns look in these planters. They're so gorgeous. And you guys might remember these little rattan baskets where I removed the legs from each of the baskets, and I'm just putting my roses in those. Another really cute item is this cute little planter, the little bicycle planter. I got this from Burlington. And as you can see, this was actually $14.99. So before the final reveal, let's take a look back and be reminded as to what the space used to look like before we cleaned it, refreshed it. Remember, we had pollen residue everywhere. We had to clean the porch off twice. Not to mention, we also wanted to, you know, just kind of pressure wash the concrete area for the walkway. And so now let's take a look at the final reveal. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. If you enjoyed today's content, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the front porch refresh. And also share what your plans are for your front porch. In the meantime, I'll see you guys really soon in my next video. Until then, bye now.